Hello and welcome, not to the forest this time, but to a bomb shelter. And well, the reason I'm here is because, well, it got kind of dark outside and also very cold, so it's not so much fun making these sort of camera videos outdoors these days. And well, this location has kind of good acoustics, so I came here and yeah. Well, anyway, the reason I'm out here making a video is to test this camera, the Nikon D50, an entry-level DSLR from the year 2005. And well, it's one of Nikon's cheapest CCD sensor DSLRs. I mean, today you can find them for very cheap, like I paid 15 euros for this. Basically the cost of a roll of film, which is actually kind of interesting to think about because this generation of cameras were basically the ones that destroyed the film industry. And nowadays you can find them for the price of a roll of film. I mean, what would you rather have, a DSLR or a film? I mean, it depends on your priorities, I suppose. So let's talk about the specifications. It has a 6 megapixel CCD sensor, and one way to describe the camera is as a light version of the Nikon D70. It has most of the same features. It's a very similar body, quite nice grip. The camera is quite light overall, but there are some important differences from the D70. The most notable one is the lack of the wheel, the settings wheel from the front. So if you want to change the aperture in manual mode, you have to press a button and then rotate the wheel. Another change is the memory card. It uses an SD card and not CF cards like the D70. One small difference is that there is no lock switch for the focus points. And also there are some other small things like the buttons are a little bit different. But yeah, overall a light version of the D70 is the best description, I would say. When it comes to the speed of the camera, I would say it is well quick enough to not be annoying. It focuses quick enough. It's actually improved the autofocus over the D70, and it reads and writes at an okay speed to memory. When browsing the photos, it goes quickly enough from picture to picture. It's not annoying, and you can quickly like zoom in and check the focus of the pictures. And as you probably saw, you also get the histogram for the pictures, so that's quite nice. It's not so good, the screen, so I would not rely on the screen alone to judge exposure. One thing I like a lot about the camera is that it has the screwdriver autofocus. Like you can use the older Nikon AF lenses and also like this Tokina lens. Since I have a lot of these older lenses, it's very nice to have that feature. So yeah, overall I would say it's a quite nicely designed camera, or nicely designed entry-level camera. Of course it doesn't compare at all to modern cameras, but you can still make quite nice photos with this camera, especially if you have a good lens. So yeah, but in any case, enough talking, let's go and take some photos. It got very cold very fast. It's like -8 today, like a few days ago it was plus few degrees. Yeah, winter has arrived finally. I'm not really mentally prepared for it, but I don't know, it's a small thing to complain about. Just put on some more clothes and yeah, hopefully I'll get used to it. Although I'm not so sure this Nikon D50 will last because the battery is like probably original, and old batteries, when you take them out in the cold, they usually empty very quickly. So I should start taking my photos already. First picture of the day, let's have a look. Oh, camera is a bit slow to write. Yeah, what measuring mode do I have on? Matrix metering, but still, it didn't compensate for the sky. I need to measure the sky instead, I think. Come on. Oh, the battery went already. Yeah, there we go. Well, hope it's brought the shot at least to the card. I have one more battery, which should be in a bit better condition, so I'll go and change that and continue with my photography. This is not going so well. Yeah, small malfunction. I think the mirror got stuck or something. Oh, using old cameras in very cold weather, unserviced camera as well. It's not a good combination. Well. that my photography is not going so very smooth today, but I think I got one shot from here at least that I like. So yeah, remains to be seen at home how I like my shots. But I have still one more location I will try, one for long exposure. So yeah, I will head over there. Maybe not today, but perhaps tomorrow. I have used this camera for a few days now, and well, my conclusion is that it's totally fine to use this camera in 2023. Of course, it depends on what you're photographing, what kind of subjects. I have mostly used it for landscape photos, and for that it's quite nice. Of course, the 6 megapixel can be a bit limiting sometimes, but it also has its own unique look, I would say. The image quality is quite similar to the Nikon D70. I cannot really see any big difference between the cameras. Overall, the photos are fine for the resolution, and the colors are quite nice. The JPEGs tend to come out a bit flat on the default settings. There are different color modes though, but I prefer to use RAW files, so I haven't tried the different color modes so much. The RAW files edit quite well. With some small white balance and contrast adjustments, the colors come out quite nicely. If you're interested in a 6 megapixel DSLR, I would rather recommend the Nikon D70, mostly because of the wheel on the front, something I really missed while using this camera. Another nice 6 megapixel DSLR is the Canon 10D. I actually like it more than the Nikon counterparts. Of course, the Canon 10D has a CMOS sensor. If a CCD sensor is a must, I would rather recommend the Nikon D80 and D200. I would say the D200 is the best Nikon CCD camera. I will continue using this camera, mostly for night photography. I want to do some more experimentation because I like the high ISO look that it has. I mean, the glitches and noise and things actually add to the atmosphere, or the atmosphere I want to create in the photos. So yeah, I will experiment a bit more with that. In any case, I think this is all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!